Hello everyone and welcome back to a new vlog from my very comfortable bed on the night train that goes between Bucharest and Cluj Napoca, another big and important city in Romania. Here I am traveling with my friend for a couple of days and I am having the most fun already because this is actually the first time I've ever been on a night train, like with beds and everything, so it was really exciting. And here you can see me doing my Duolingo before bed because we have priorities. In any situation, Duolingo is a priority. And then I went to sleep because the train was already very bouncy and shaky, so getting as many hours of sleep as possible was a priority. And here it was 5 a.m. and we got up, packed our stuff, and we were ready to begin our adventure. We arrived to Cluj Napoca exactly as the sun was starting to rise, which I was very thankful for because we didn't have to walk around in the dark. And as we were making our way from the train station to the city center, I was already falling in love with the place, the vibes, the architecture. It was so pretty. And then we found this eternal flame with this statue and this block that kind of made me laugh.
This is a fight. This is a leader. And this is where he lives.
Then we had breakfast, which for me was tea and a huge cookie, and we moved on to go see the main cathedral in Cluj Napoca, which I found really pretty. And it was in the middle of this long square with a lot of other important buildings like the National Theatre and other cool stuff. And then we also went inside the church, which was in the middle of a service, but we know how to behave ourselves, so we were very discreet and it was fine. After church, we went to see some other things, like here the statue of Saint George, or George, I guess. And we also just took a walk, saw some of the university buildings, and everything was quite cool. But I just want to point out to you that right now, in these clips, the weather is absolutely fine. It was almost sunny, and wait, I need to know what happened that 10 minutes later it was this foggy. We are in the main square with like the most famous church and we couldn't even see it. It was so foggy. So we decided, you know, the weather is scary. Might as well go to a scarier place so it will be fitting and it will feel like a perfect vibe. So we decided to go take a walk in the cemetery.
Oh, there's a glass house. I love the plastic bench.
The trip to the cemetery was cool, but our shoes suffered immensely from it because we ended up going off path and so we encountered a lot of mud. And eventually we decided to go back to civilization and we actually went back to that same square I have already shown, Piazza Uniri, because we were hoping to see some more of it. We were really hoping that the fog would dissipate and that we would have some more good weather, especially because I don't know why, but it had gotten so cold, like so cold, you cannot even imagine. It had been fine early in the morning, but now we were freezing, and we actually decided to spend some time inside of the church trying to save our toes and fingers from falling off. And it was an okay choice, because the church was actually really pretty, and even though my phone is not great at picking it up, the windows and the mosaics in the windows were really good. However, it was still too cold, even in the church, so we had to give up and we had to get inside of a cafe, at least like for a moment to warm up and regroup. So my friend got a coffee, I got a tea, and we were sitting there with our map trying to decide the next steps. Our main worry was actually figuring out where to have lunch because we had sandwiches from home to save money on eating out, but it was so cold that we really wanted to find a warm place to eat them. However, we couldn't find a warm place, so we gave up and we decided to eat on a bench.
This is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Dog food. Food for pigeon. It is now sunny.
There was a miracle there, and we went from the coldest day of winter to a very warm spring day all of a sudden. I don't know what was up with the weather on that day, but honestly, I will accept this change. And so walking around got much, much nicer. We still decided to get inside of another church, this time not to warm up, but because the church was actually really, really cute.
What? Oh, that house is fun. I love the light bulbs. The light bulbs give me life.
To this day, I still don't know what the deal was with the light bulbs, if this is just their version of street lights, if it was an artistic exposition, I don't know, but they were so pretty, so I'm happy they were there. For our next stop, however, we moved a tiny bit further away from the city center. We found this river and this bridge, and then we went to see one of the biggest parks in Cluj Napoca. And the next clips will show you exactly how it sounds like when I'm just walking around and filming, and why I mostly need to do voiceovers, because this is just me when I walk around without filters.
Da 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 da. Okay. He's so cute. He's so cute. I will walk you so much.
And by the way, this is what was at the center of the park. This house, which is considered technically like a cultural center or a house of culture, I don't exactly know how it is translated. And then this fountain here with all the benches to sit around, and also a lake. So we had a break here and we took the time to have a snack.
No, yeah, I'm just taking the lake to show that there is a lake. Juicy, juicy. Wee, the sky.
Hey friends, so we made it to Cluj Napoca, and I hope that I will have some decent clips to show you about the day. But now me and my friend just got into our home, which we didn't stay in a hostel because in Cluj Napoca there were a lot of like one-room apartments for very, very cheap. It was actually better than hostels most of the time. So we have our own like tiny apartment, and I will show it to you in a second. But yeah, so we are here, we are alive, everything is going great. I had a tiny nap because I was falling asleep dead, but now I'm restored and we are going to go to a steampunk museum actually, so that is going to be fun. But let me show you the room. So we get in from there. We have this nice view, and then we just have a bed, a tiny table, a little bit of kitchen. I mean, not much in it, but still doable. And then the bathroom is there. And the bathroom is like bigger than my actual apartment where I live. And having a shower there was kind of refreshing because I could move without falling into the toilet for the first time in months. So that's cute. I actually quite like this place. Bro, look, could you believe this? A shower space separated from the rest of the bathroom? Those are my socks. Woohoo! Hello? As I mentioned, our next stop was this steampunk museum, which is called Steampunk Transylvania. And me and my friend had the time of our lives. We love this place so much. We stayed here like double the time of all the other visitors because we were just enjoying it profoundly. And I think it's so full of things to see, and it's a good mix. It has a lot of actually interesting information about, for example, the history of steampunk and, you know, for example, literature or movements that were inspired by steampunk, but it also has a lot of trashy things that make you laugh, like this it mask in a jar, and it also had a lot of interactive things and just things you could play with and have fun. So for me, it was truly an immersive experience and I loved it. Recommend.
Good job. We.
You will travel in time. This is going to be an imaginary journey to the destination of your choice. The time machine is ready for takeoff.
After the museum, we decided to go and have dinner because it was already kind of late. And I specifically picked out this restaurant because it seemed much less touristic than all the others. And it was a great choice because all the clients were elderly Romanian people and they have great taste. This cabbage and meat thing that I had, I am still dreaming about it. And the mici I had there were the juiciest I've had in Romania so far. And my friend got chicken with red cabbage and some other stuff, and she was also extremely satisfied with it. We licked the plates clean. It was amazing. And this was the end of our amazing day in Cluj Napoca. If you're curious about day 2 of this trip, where we will visit Salina Turda, a huge salt mine, then keep an eye on my channel because that vlog is coming out very soon. Bye bye!